Something powerful. I was talking earlier about rejection. Several months ago, I was holding my little boy Samuel in bed, and I just started to sing this simple melody over him. It seems every time that I get songs from my children, like look beyond the window there to the sky above, to the open air, look beyond what you can see. Lion roars, the lamb lays down, they live together. They're calling you and they're calling me. Because I'm his father, but I'm also a son. I know sometimes it's hard, but when God begins to heal us of rejection, we begin to see ourselves in a healed state, walking back even to our own fathers. Maybe not our earthly father in the flesh, but maybe elder people. And all of a sudden we're sons, but we're taking care of them. And there's something of that exchange that we have, that Samuel's daddy and my daddy are the same. You know what I mean? Not just in the flesh, but in the spirit. And my son's Father in heaven is my Father too. And that's why it's so special that when the Father came to Jacob and blessed him with blessing, he said, I'm going to bless you with the same blessing that I blessed your father and I blessed his father with. So I picked a star up in the sky. For all I know, it was a planet. It was huge. And I said, Samuel, when I'm gone, you're going to get on the phone. And I just had this idea. I didn't tell him this, actually. And I just had this idea that I'd say, Samuel, there's our star up there. So we're out on the beach hanging out one day. And I had this idea that I'd show him our star. And then, you know, when I'm gone for a night or something, I could call home. And if it's a clear night, well then, you know, it doesn't matter. It's a clear night to, you know, where I am. I'll just tell them I see the star. You know? Is it okay to lie when you're a parent? Anyway. And I'll say, hey, Samuel, look up. There's our star. You know? So we were on the beach, you know, and I tell him this, and I'm having this moment with my son, who's, you know, not even 3 yet, you know. And he totally didn't, I thought he didn't get it, you know. Then a few weeks later, I'm in Florida with my wife and kids, and I'm kind of having a hard week. And I'm carrying all these bags, and Samuel, of course, wanted to help me, but you know, he didn't carry any bags. He just walked, you know, in front of me. So I'm carrying all these bags, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, he stops and he says, Daddy, look, there's our star. And when he said it, immediately, I know it's a gift, but it's like the revelation of God just came to me. And he said, you thought that you were going to show him that star so as a daddy, you could point the star out to him. When you were away from him and maybe he was feeling alone. But here you are kind of feeling alone. And your son, he points the star out to you. And I think that's what God's doing with the generations. He's making the sons have the heart of the Father. To look at their fathers, even if they disagree with them. Not have to necessarily agree with them. But to have compassion and love for them. And the same, sometimes we have to point out to each other. Hey, get your eyes on Jesus. I'll never forget Matt Brinkman. His father one day, he's a great singer. And we were up at his grandma's house, and I said, hey, would you mind singing a song over us? And he said, oh, I'd love to. So all of a sudden he began to sing over us. And I can't tell you how many times I've heard this song and, you know, thought, oh, this is an old song. You know what I mean? But when he sang it, it came to life, and I began to cry, you see. He said, turn your eyes upon Jesus and look full in his wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of His glory and grace. And I began to cry because here's a father that maybe even has been successful in the world or whatever. And the one song that he wants to sing over his sons and daughters in front of him that night was just to turn our eyes upon Jesus. Listen to this. Baby, look up, there's our star in the middle of the sky, shining where we are to comfort you and I. While I hold you in the dark, I hope you see the light passing through my heart, simple love that it don't sleep, that it don't slumber. I don't wonder when it thunders, safe in Daddy's arms. I don't wonder when it thunders if I'm safe in Daddy's arms. Daddy, look up, there's our star. I hear you say to me, there's something deep inside says I never wanna leave. So I need for you to know, whenever I go, God is in control. Daddy's arms, Daddy don't sleep, Daddy don't slumber. I don't wonder when it thunders, safe in Daddy's arms. Daddy don't sleep, Daddy don't slumber. I do wonder when it thunders, if I'm safe in Daddy's arms. Daddy don't